Good afternoon. It's so good to see you here today. I want to read you a Bible story like we do on these afternoons. And the story I'm going to read for you today is the first story that you will find in any Bible that you pick up. The first story is about how God made the world. So I'm going to start at the very beginning. In fact, in the Bible, it says, "In the beginning, God created." Now, I bet you like to make things, don't you? What kind of things do you like to make? Do you make things with Play-Doh or cookie dough? Or do you make things with sand? Or do you make things with clay? Or in the bathtub, do you like to make things with shaving cream? There are lots of different things you can use to make things. And I think God created us to be creative and to be able to make things. So I'm going to tell you the story about God, who is the original creator. It was God who made the world. See, there's really nothing there. But God said, "Come, light," and you can see the light. God said, "Come, light," and the dark ran away. God said, "That's good." And he called the light day and the dark. What do you call the dark time? You call it night, don't you? Then God said, "Come, sky." Look at all those clouds. And the sky came. And next, God said, "Come, dry land." See all those land masses there? Up came the big hills, and up came the little hills. Down ran the water into God's place for it. God said, "That's good." Now, where does the water collect? Where do you find water? The ocean, right? When you're at the beach. Or if you go to Mara Mountain, you might see the lake. Or in another place, you might see a lake. Or in a pond. And sometimes we even have puddles of water in our yard when it rains a lot. So after God said, "That's good," God said, "Come, plants." Look at all those plants. Up grew the apple trees. See the apple trees with apples on them? Up grew the corn. I believe that's corn right there. Up grew the beans. Up grew the green grass. And God said, "That's good." Can you think of some things that you have growing around your house? I bet all of you have trees, and I bet you have grass. I bet some of you have flowers. And I bet some of you have been to a farm or have a garden where you're growing things that you can eat. This is a good season for that. And then God said, "Come, sun." And then he said, "Come, moon." And he made the stars too. And God says, "That's good." Can you see the stars? They're not nearly as bright as the sun or the moon, are they? Then God said, "Come, fish." See the fish? "Come, birds." God made the big fish, and God made the little fish, and God made the big birds, and God made the little birds. And what do you think God said? God said, "That's good." And then he said, "Come, animals." Look at all the animals. What animals do you see there? God made the cats. Where's the cat? What's the cat say? Meow, meow. And then God made the dogs. Dogs make a lot of different kinds of sounds, don't they? And then God made the horses, and they go, "Neigh, neigh." And God made the lions. They're the lions. And God made the bears. What kind of a noise do you think lions make? It's kind of a big sound, like, "Arr!" A really big sound that lions make. And God made the bunnies. Look at that gigantic bunny. And God made butterflies. And God made wiggly worms. And God made them all. And then he said, what do you think God said? God said, that's good. And now let's make people. First, God made a man, and his name was Adam. And then God brought the animals to Adam, and Adam named them. He said to the dog, you will be a dog. To the cat, he said, you'll be a cat. To the horse, he said, your name will be horse. And to the lion, he said, your name will be lion. So he gave a name to every one of the creatures that God had created. And it's many more than these, but these are some of them. Last of all, God made a woman. And God brought her to Adam, and Adam was very pleased. Adam said, her name will be Eve. Then God looked at all the things he had made. Look at all the things he had made. Day and night, sky and water, land and plants, sun and moon, shiny stars, fish and birds, animals and people. God looked at all of those things, and God was pleased with everything. And God said, it's very good. Let's say that together. And God said, it's very good. So I hope you've enjoyed the story today. And next week, we'll have another story for you. And until then, I hope you have a good week, and maybe we'll get to see you. Take care. Bye-bye.